Good afternoon to everybody. Just on our way to pick up the pupil for her driving lesson. And there's another green light. Ah, here we are.
I paid you 80.
Okay.
Sent you for 2 lessons, then I will do it again.
All right, I'll make a note. How are you?
Good.
Sorry?
Good.
Cold?
Good.
Good.
Yes.
Ooh.
I still have some cough, you know, from the flu, but I'm alright.
Don't look at me when you're talking then. You keep your bugs to yourself.
First of all, I want to show you, you know, when I was doing the driving test,
Yes.
I received the email. What was the mistake?
Okay, let's have a look then.
Yes.
Just point it at me so I can see. So, Sarah's files, judgment, meeting and progress, appropriate speed. So just remind me about the meeting situation. What is that?
Yes, the meeting situation was, we was in the street.
Yep.
Yeah, the car was parked on the left, and it was one car coming, and after that it was far away. It was the home, you know, the home car, you know.
The camper van.
Yes, the camper one.
He was far away, was he? Right.
Yeah,
okay.
after the grey one. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I left the one. Yeah, the first one, the grey one. I left him to pass, and then I was thinking, I can just. Because
as I recall, you said to me, because I asked you about this on the day, and you said to me, because I thought he was going to wait for me because he's big and I'm not.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. You know, that I will be past the one, then I will be going through, and then he will be past.
Yeah.
But it wasn't true.
It wasn't. It was. No, of course it wasn't true. Because there's no assuming that somebody will do it. I mean, what works logically, logically, yes, he should have let you go and you would have been fine. But that doesn't translate to the real world, does it? Because people, remember, it's the strict priority system, you know, irrespective of how big they are. That being said, sometimes we need to let buses go. If we can see a bus is coming round or starting to edge out, he needs extra space and stuff like that. So, you know, sometimes it's better to sort of hang back a little bit in that situation. But generally speaking, it makes no difference what size the vehicle is. Priority is priority.
Yeah, I know.
What's the other one then? So we know about that.
I was knowing that I didn't.
Yeah, and the other one was
another one. It was, I think so, the appropriate speed, but it was about, I was on the roundabout, yeah, and I was like, I need to go straight, second exit, and I've seen the car was, you know, waiting on my right side, yeah. So I was like, yeah, I can go, you know, it's a space, I can go. And then from the sudden, you know, the car from the left, he was going all around the roundabout, and he was near at me, but I wasn't knowing that he will be go all around.
So again, another,
I was already.
So the guy from over here went round and came back this way. So he went back the way he came.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Yeah, that's why I wasn't knowing, because there was waiting, you know, on my right. So I was like, there's the space.
That's incredibly unusual, yeah.
And I was like, I was going in, and when I seen him, so I was like a bit, you know, panic. So I slowed down, and then I put the speed on, you know, because I was like, oh yeah, I can get it, you know, of the way I will be not getting stuck or crash if I will be speed up, you know what I mean? Yeah. But the first thing was like a slow down, because I've seen him coming, so it was my first slow down.
Sounds like you were a little bit unlucky.
Yeah.
And the other things are just generally minor things, that they're not serious. It's just them two things.
What was the appropriate speed? Because I was looking.
Well, appropriate speed can be too fast or too slow. So it can be one or the other.
Oh, I was over fasting. You know, where's the 50? Because we was going to the Old Brook. I never been on Old Brook, and it is a 50. And it was like it was a countryside, but it was look like a countryside. So I was thinking, you know, I was in the head, I need to show them that I can be on the 50. And then I press it, and it was 53. So I slowed down, and then I was 43.
And what do I tell you about, well, that's the appropriate speed, isn't it? What do I tell you? You don't have to do the speed limits.
Yeah.
Stay 10% under, at least 10% under. In a 50 miles an hour road, 45 max is all you need.
Yeah.
So you push it up to the 50, you've got to show them. You don't have to show them. I tell you, you need to listen to me.
Yeah, I know. But it was, you know, it was all the stress. I was like, yeah.
I know. Well, this
It
is
will
it's the
be-
stress, isn't it? It counts. But at least you've had a driving test now, so now you know.
Yes.
This your first test, well, yeah?
Yeah, it was.
So now, what have you learned from it?
Well, I have learned that I need to be correct with the priority at first. They got the priority.
Mhm.
I don't need to rush. I can wait
Exactly.
on the roundabouts. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I will be not passed. If not, I will be again unlucky. But I need to wait for the space really that I will be sure that no one will be coming all around the roundabout again.
Yeah. But I don't want you to do it the other way, where you are obviously waiting in big spaces. Just
No. I mean like
yeah, be
yeah.
realistic about
Yes.
your assessments.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know,
okay.
it was rush time as well. You know,
I know
that
it was.
time.
Yeah.
So everyone was like rushing,
Mhm.
and that's why I think so. After
You have a new test booked already.
yes, on the 22nd April, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
No.
10:14.
10:14. Yes.
I've put it in the diary. I got your message.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes. Because I book it. I will be just switch off my. You know, there will be no one calling me. I was. That's the only thing. I booked for the Nottingham. I called you.
Yeah.
That was the only thing. But I paid for the app. And you can switch like in the centers.
Mhm.
So I book it on the Alvaston. So it's great. It's at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's a Tuesday. No one will be rushed. I will be fine. So
You hope nobody will be rushed.
I hope.
All right. Shall we go do some driving then?
Yes.
Right.
I'll
listen.
do quick mirrors.
Yeah, you adjust your mirrors. So I'm going to give a shout out to somebody here, Cheryl. Hello, she's hi again. I think well, she might have been here recently. Actually, I kind of recognise the name. Anyway, so. Right. Shall we go driving?
Yes.
Right then, drive on when you're ready then, please, Christina. Looking for a good drive from you today. Now, just a minute before you. So I see you looking around. Why don't you get your car ready first, eh?
Yes.
And into gear. And now that you've done that, look around.
Yes.
So, what do you think?
I've seen them. Oh, it's just very much trainers.
Okay. Shoulders you go. That's it. Lovely. Yeah, just take your time, as you said. And
Yeah.
to be fair, I think your assessment of what happened is reasonable, and it makes sense. So we'll keep that in mind.
I knew it, you know, that I failed because when I seen the motorhome, whatever.
To home, yeah.
Yes. So I was like, yeah, I should give them. You know, the instructor. I should
we'll
stay.
turn left at the end.
Okay.
I know it's always disappointing not passing, but you know, there's always the good thing about it is you can always take another test. I know it's inconvenient, but you know, it's not like you only get one attempt at the driving test and that's it, or three attempts and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody. This is why I always say everybody passes. Question of when.
It wasn't my time.
So, no,
It wasn't my time yet, you know.
Well, you know, if you can believe in things, there's plenty of room there for you, Christian. If you can believe in things like that, you know, perhaps it's right. Then maybe it wasn't your time to pass. You know, who knows what would have happened if you had passed?
Yes, exactly.
You know, maybe something else would have happened after when you drive for the first time on your own. You don't know. So a little bit more practice, more understanding, more learning from your mistakes.
Yes.
And and that's that, because they are your mistakes. Might not be your fault, but it's your responsibility ultimately. And this is one of the things about driving. You know, but it wasn't my fault that guy was speeding, or that. It's still your responsibility. It always comes down to you.
Yeah, I'm fully aware of that I've done it wrong. You know.
Fine. Right. Well, keeping that in mind, we'll do the best that we can from here on in.
Yes, I think so. I was, just. I was on stress.
Most people pass second or third time on the driving test anyway, and the reason for that is because those nerves for the first time, you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But now Now you
I know.
Now you are armed with knowledge,
Yes.
and now you know what will happen on the next essay. Who did you get? I can't remember which examiner did you get. It's a guy or a girl?
It was a girl. I think that she was Indian.
Ah, the smaller girl.
Yes.
About.
She was really nice.
She's really nice. Yeah,
She was
nice.
talking to me, you know, to comfort me as well. Well, I was appreciated.
Yeah.
You know, she was talking to me like nice, you know, asking me about how was my day and, you know, then come and stuff. I really appreciate it. You know, she calmed me down a bit, you know, when she was talking to me. But that with the car, yeah, with the car home, it happened nearly at the start. So she wasn't talking to me till since, you know, till this happened, and then it was my fault, you know. I was all stressed out, and
I know.
but you know, I just want to ask about, you know, the minus points what I got. It was a bad ones, or
not necessarily. No, minor marks are something that, if left to keep going, could turn into potential serious, but you didn't let it get that bad.
Yeah.
So it's just like a little thing, you know, like, you know, maybe like here you go around these guys, you don't check your door. Now, you know, that you won't even necessarily get a minor mark for it, but sometimes you can. And it's like, well, yeah, maybe you'll get a minor mark because it doesn't make any difference to anybody. However, one day it might make a difference.
Yeah.
And this is what the minor mark is. The best way that I can suggest what a minor difference between a minor and serious is, imagine with the car with the clutch. So somebody stalls as they're about to move on, just minor mark. Whereas if they're at the roundabout and they stall, we're turning right at the exit. If they're at the roundabout stall and people have to go around them, give them extra room. That's it, you can make sure you know what's going on around you. There you are. And just deal with it. And then it can become serious. It's how your action affects other people.
Yeah. You know, I know that I've done, you know, them faults, but I wasn't like, you know, sad or upset about it, because I knew it was my fault. I should wait more. I should go a little bit further.
Just be patient. That's it. Yeah, because you've got a much better view now.
Yeah.
So maybe after this one, what do you think? That's it. Happy. Easy as that. No rush. No rush.
Third, you said.
Third, yeah. 1, 2. This one over here. Signal. Exit the right hand lane. Off you go, and then it merges nappily. Easy as that. Yeah. Bit of gas. Move along. Because the last thing you want is somebody to zip round. There you go. And of course, they can't do that if you're going at them. Get going.
Oh yeah, and I think I got the minus point. You know when she told me to park in the bay?
Yeah.
I was so nervous. You know how you know, with the left and right, yeah?
Yeah, I remember your bay park, I remember. So it's nice and steady, because me and your husband was watching.
I know, he told me.
From a distance. we could see. And actually we could see that you were in the bay, and then you made some more adjustments and
yeah.
And I remember saying to your husband, I was saying, you know, this is usually where, I said, oh yeah, she's got it, look, she's all lined up now, all she needs to do is just reverse it, and then you went forward again. I said, this is usually where they go wrong for them, you know, because at this point, we didn't know whether you'd passed or failed anyway. But anyway.
I know, I've told her as well, you know, I was like, I know I should do it, you know, I know that I'm in the bay, but can I try it again? She was like, there you go.
Well,
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, but what you just said is crazy. I know I'm in the bay, but can I try again? What? You were in the bay, finish. You're already in the bay.
I know.
You don't get a better result than that.
I know. That's why I don't know, I was really stressed.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, I bet she's thinking, wow, that's interesting. Years ago, when you used to have to do 2 manoeuvres on your test years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
And I had this girl, doesn't live very far from here, and she passed the test with 2 minor marks. And at the end, the examiner said to her, "Oh, so the 2 minor marks are for making adjustment on your manoeuvres." She says, "But actually, you didn't need to make those adjustments." And of course, if she didn't make the adjustments, she would have had the perfect pass. And I was good, because at this point I only had 1 or 2 perfect passes in my career, you know, and I was, oh man, I needed another one. But there you are. So she should have been a perfect pass, but and I asked her about it. She says, "Well, I just wanted to make sure." So fine. But I have seen people going straight on after McDonald's.
Okay.
I have seen people be successfully into a bay. Okay.
Yeah.
This way. Angle it this way. This way. You don't want to look as if you're going into McDonald's either. So we'll pull up here. That's it. You stop here. So this one is the one blocking the exit, not us.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah. So I have seen people have
Is
it.
that blocking them?
No. You're fine. You're fine. Look, you're in this place where nobody can go in or out anyway. And then they've made the adjustment and failed the test for it, you know. And I've had to say to them afterwards, actually, you know what, you were in. If you'd have just said, "Thank you, I'm done," you'd have your license. And that's the difference between, you know, pass and fail sometimes.
Yeah.
It's not much, is it?
No.
You know, so it doesn't take much.
Yeah. And you know, but I was thinking, yeah, there will be, you know, like a, you know, strict, you know what I mean, like a every single minus, you know, will be counting, you know.
No, here's
No, it wasn't what I was thinking, you know.
No. So here's a way of thinking about it, okay? So when you're on your lessons, I am strict with everything. Every single thing that you do wrong, I'm going to be picking up on, okay? Now, the examiners, well, they will pick up on all the serious stuff, but some of them are not so bothered that you don't check that mirror as you go around a park car, you know, as long as maybe you just check this mirror, okay? But some of them do. Yeah. So we have to, when we teach you to drive, we have to cover everything, because we don't know which examiner you're going to get, what they're thinking or how they're doing it, you know? Yeah. And this is why quite often the pupils, you know, afterwards they think, "Oh, you know what, I got away with loads of stuff. I didn't do this, I didn't do that," and they didn't mark me down on it. And
sorry. I've seen it. I was like pressing.
I know, but he's stopping quicker than you think because of him.
Oh, I haven't seen him.
Exactly, you didn't see him in front of him.
I've seen the red car waiting.
Yeah, see what you saw the red car, you saw the junction, you saw the car in front of us, but you didn't see the car in front of the one in front of us.
Yes.
And that is the one that caught you out, because he stopped sooner, because he should have stopped another. So I've just put the cold air up over it, tell me if it gets too much on you. Because I put the cold air up this way and it comes down and kind of goes up and falls onto it. I need to get some setup where I direct this one onto it. Because in the summer it does overheat quite a lot.
Really?
Yeah. So we are turning left.
A lot of people watching here.
Yep. So the one that has done that, I put in, kicked him off for 24 hours. So basically my wife is moderator on the channel.
Yeah.
So she has it on at home, and what they do is they'll put insults, but they'll put them in a different language. But you know, so what she does is she'll Google Translate it.
Oh, yeah.
And see what they're saying, and if so, she'll delete the message. But I've just kicked him off for 24 hours.
Oh, you can do it.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking that
So yeah, so my wife can also do that as well. So she's like I said, she's moderator, because people use it like a chat room, and we're not that we're not that kind of chat room. We're friendly, family friendly, and turning left at the end of it. We don't need that kind of stuff in our world, so we don't have to tolerate it. So we don't. You get people coming on saying all kinds of stupid stuff,
Sometimes people are, really.
That's funny, YouTube. I kicked them off for 24 hours and they've put it as 80,000 seconds. so they just do it to the second. Oh, I've never seen that. I've never actually kicked anybody off the channel. Well, time out. If it's too serious, we can report them as well, so they can get.
Really?
Yep. We've got a tool to report them direct to YouTube. So
they will be blocked like a YouTube channel.
If you can do, if they get enough complaints against them.
So that's why kids are all the time blocked on the YouTube. I understand that now.
Yeah, so anything, I mean, if it's
I was thinking that it's just TikTok can do,
No, we moderate ourselves, so if anything, so we're going to be turning right at the end, so if it's like just a banter or whatever, we just delete the message, because we don't want other people picking up on it and such. Nobody else can see the message, but I can see it, and other moderators can see the message if they want to see what it was. We can also look at the channel activity. We can look at their membership as well, how long they've been members of YouTube and stuff like that. So nice and steady.
So also need to be in the middle
and just wait. That's fair enough. No more.
No more.
Any more, and you're more than the middle, aren't you?
Oh.
So you just keep right here. Are you clear? Yeah. Let's go. See how the light's going to red. So that means you have to clear the junction anyway. Yeah, there's some quite good tools actually for looking after your channel. What it's up to about 20, which is usually enough. Yeah, so you can look at their own channel as well. So if somebody's on, because everybody's got either a channel or the membership of YouTube. Otherwise you can't be viewing it. The Google account, so
it's coming from the Google account.
yeah, YouTube is Google, it's the same. It used to be independent, and then Google bought it.
I know that it was independent.
Yeah.
I have a different login, because I have a YouTube for quite a while. So I have a different login to YouTube, different to Google account. But I think my kids have they have it both on the same, I think.
Yeah, so that's what we do. We moderate our...
It's good, because
it is good, because
sometimes people are cruel.
The problem is a lot of times you see how big the writing is there. I can't really see that, my eyesight's not quite that good. Or I can kind of get the shape of the words, but my missus does check it regularly. And if she sees anything that she doesn't understand, she'll Google it. And then moderate it. So anything racist or anything like that would get reported.
How did you know that you can report it?
We've not had to report anybody.
It's good.
No, we just delete them, or it is, or kick them off the channel, or you can ban them from the channel completely if need be.
Oh, you can ban him from...
Yeah.
So he can't watch you anymore. Oh.
Yeah. Well, can't chat.
Yeah.
Or actually, I could change the settings to just allow people to chat who's on my list. So I can create a chat list of people that are allowed to chat. But we like to leave it open like this because it is nice for people to have a chat and watch a bit of video and make a few comments and things. It's good. We like it. So we will go straight on, please. Second exit.
Are we going straight?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to go down to the Duke Archway around and to the test centre. That way. And then sort of make a big circle back.
Oh yeah, and one more thing I want to say. You know, when the lady, she told me, the examinator, I need to follow the instruction, you know, for Elvaston Castle, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Because we was going to the Ogbrook, it was saying, it was T-junction. And on the T-junction was saying Elvaston Castle straight, yeah?
Ah, right.
But it wasn't straight road.
Mm-hmm.
So how you can find out there is a straight, is it left or right? If it's a straight and it's T-junction. It confused me because I turned left, yeah, and she said, oh, but you have an Elvaston Castle there. I was like, yeah, but it was saying straight, so I was thinking that I need to follow the road. She was like, don't worry, I'll be make another route, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was confusing.
Mm-hmm. Well, that just goes to show that you can't fail your driving test for going the wrong way. However, you know, sometimes, see, a T-junction is pretty straightforward, but sometimes it's on a bend.
Yes, it was like
And it could be like that, you see. So
that's what I was thinking, but it wasn't. It was T-junction, but the, you know, the informations, yeah, for the Elvaston Castle was saying a straight road. So I didn't know it there. Where is the straight road then? It was confusing, you know. If they will be saying left or right, I'll be, you know, following the instruction, but it was saying road straight. So I didn't know.
Okay, so we're coming to a roundabout, and I would like you to follow the signs for M1,
M1.
Nottingham, East Midlands Airport.
East Midlands Airport, yeah?
Slow it down. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a bit, yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
So let's build up that speed. Do our join on. Faster. Signal. Shoulder check. You see, without the signal, people will not even adjust around you. Until they see your signal on, they'll just keep going. As soon as you think you've got a signal, oh yeah, they want to join on. Even though they can see clearly that you need to join on. Now, just going to stay in this lane. Now, can we clear the back window a little bit? So the right hand, no, listen.
Yeah.
Twist it.
Twist.
That's it, just leave it like that. So make sure we don't get too close to these guys.
Maybe he's too close behind me.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
he's overtaking me.
that's his business. It's got nothing to do with you.
He's overtaking me in a way.
So if somebody's close behind, just ease off your gas, that's the thing, you know. If somebody's tailgating you, don't go faster, go slower. That's part of your theory. We're going to be coming off at the next exit. signal on its time there. You should really give it the 300
Yeah,
metre
the
marker.
300.
But if you leave it till after 100 metre, it's considered too late. Okay, so this is going to join onto another carriageway, so you're going to need to maintain that speed up.
Oh, I was thinking there's a 50 over here.
This is a linking road.
Oh.
I mean, there's nothing to tell you that, of course, it's just like local knowledge.
Oh.
And then you've got to join onto this one here as well.
Can I signal now?
Please do. That's it. So you can signal, but you can't go over that hatch marking. It's dangerous to do that. You have to wait for the dotted line to go over. Now at the roundabout, we will be going straight on second exit.
Straight on second exit.
Yep. So slow it on down. So you've got 300 metres to the junction, 200 metres to the roundabout, 100 metres to the roundabout. Remember, it's still a roundabout. Or it is, you're coming off a fast road to a roundabout to another fast road. Just make sure you don't carry your speed through.
Okay.
So nice.
So it's
steady.
now from the roundabout to the
Slow
fast
it down.
road.
Yeah. So
Another
second exit. Are you clear to go?
Yes.
Let's go then. That's what I'm talking about there.
Yes.
Be in the left lane. Keep it on the left. Work it. Thank you. That's what we're talking about there. As you went on, because you're still carrying a fair bit of speed, you just drifted you straight over towards that middle of that right-hand lane, which of course would be a disaster because there's a car in there, isn't there? And if you think about it, if that car there, you kind of went like that.
Yeah.
Instead of going like that, where you sort of keep the space. And how would you feel if somebody was joining from the left and whoo, like that? You'd be like, whoa. Hopefully. Okay, so at the junction we're turning left. Coming off this junction.
Left.
Good. Now at the roundabout we will be going straight on, second exit. Go to the goods
Straight
vehicle.
on. Yes.
Second exit. So have a look at your signs. Tells you clearly which lane to be in.
In right.
Yeah, I mean clearly. That's it. And then, do you remember how to do this at this roundabout?
Yes, I need to be there by the next to the red car.
No.
No. On the.
Completely the
Yeah.
opposite side, next to the grass.
Yes. That was the roundabout, you know. That was the roundabout where I was talking about, that the car was coming.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it that roundabout.
Take your time. Work on your position and look where you're going. Thank you. That's it. Exactly. It even says test station there, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
But that roundabout is really busy.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I've got a nickname for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carmageddon.
Why?
because that's what happens when people go onto it too fast. It's like Armageddon but with cars, so I call it Carmageddon.
Oh god.
Right, slow down.
Yeah.
U-turn.
Oh,
So mirror signal. Check your shoulder. Are you clear? Round you go. You're going to turn right. So you stay in the right-hand lane. Keep it moving. We're not stopping. Come on, keep it moving. Thank you. So at this roundabout, we're turning right. Okay, well done. So yes.
Yeah, and this roundabout I need to be there.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So remember the little post with the 2 yellow stripes?
Yes.
So you head directly towards him when you get to the first set of lines. Here we go. That's when you start turning. So head direct towards him. Start turning now. Give a left signal. Left signal.
Oh, left.
And drop it to the left lane.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
That. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I need to be there.
Yes.
I was knowing this roundabout is a bit tricky with the lanes, you know.
Well, the more we do it, the more used to it you get, and
Yeah.
the easier it gets. This is the thinking, hopefully. Okay, now at the next roundabout, we're going to go straight on, and it's the exit after the garage. So it's the first exit after the garage.
Oh yeah, that's the garage to 1 and then 2
Yeah, so
down
slow,
there. Yeah.
slow down. So here we are. So you can see where you're going. Are you clear to go?
Yes.
It's all about the speed, Christina, yeah? You can just slow it down on approach to things, give yourself a little bit more thinking time and decision time, and you usually do much better. Now then, next roundabout, we're turning right. Third exit, do from the middle lane.
Yes.
So mirror signal, the middle lane. Now the key to this one, the secret to it,
I need to stay in the middle lane.
yes, exactly. So let's get ourselves up to the giveaways. Have a look. Are you clear?
Yeah. No.
Car coming round.
Yes,
I
I've
know.
seen it
Okay.
now.
How about now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Middle.
Yes. Middle.
Just be careful. Don't rush it. That's a little bit fast there. There you go. Signal to leave. We'll talk about that in a minute. Middle lane and you're safe. Okay. So cancel that signal. Yes. So you are right, but because you're looking just to the right, you've missed the Tesla coming around the black Tesla.
Yeah.
But didn't you mention that at the beginning of the lesson about that happening on test and you came round and you weren't expecting it?
Yes.
So
That was the same.
yeah, try to learn from it then, yeah? So yes, he's really important, but watch out for that one coming round. To be fair, he caught me out at the last moment as well. I didn't see him till the last second.
Yeah. You know, it's always like, you know, in the last second that I've seen it. I need to look at it more.
You need
forward
to
as
see a
well.
bigger picture rather than just this little area here. I mean, to be fair, that is the danger area.
Yeah.
But so is that. So we say look to the 3 o'clock position, but don't forget the 12 o'clock position as well.
Yeah.
See, this one just moved off without a
Yeah,
signal.
I see.
If he'd have given a signal, we'd have given us more warning. This is why. So if this was his test, he would have got a minor mark for that, for not giving the signal to move off. But if we'd have been closer, we had to brake because he moved off, that would be a fail for him, you see. Straight on, please, Christina. And I know it's really difficult for you guys because these people driving on the roads have got 20, 30,000 hours of practice, you know?
Yeah.
There are a lot, the system's a lot more fluid and slick than
You know, with the practice,
Yeah.
it's more.
and you know, considering that you've got maybe 30 or 40 hours, there's a huge difference, but you're still expected to fit in
Yes.
to this system, and this is why it's a real challenge, you know?
Yeah, sometimes it's a real challenge. Especially on the roundabouts and junctions, you know, where you can't really understand it.
I promise you, once you pass your driving test, and you can ask anybody who's passed the driving test this, once you start driving on your own, you will learn more in the first 3 months than you ever learned in your driving lessons.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and after 1 year, if you had to take that driving test again, do it like that, slow down early. Like that, you would literally just walk it like that. It's so easy.
I hope so. I'll be doing it now. You know,
Yeah.
there will be, because I'll be buying the car as well now. So
Oh, huh? You're buying a car, are you?
yeah,
You're going to be able to practice in it.
yeah. I need to practice, so
Yeah,
I need to buy the car.
It makes a difference. Pupils who have got their own car for private practice always do better on the driving
Yes.
test. It's absolutely true.
That's what we
And
said as
usually
well.
significantly better. People who've got their own car, I'm struggling. I mean, I've been doing this for best part of 20 years, yeah? And I'm struggling to think of anybody who had their own car who took more than 2 attempts. If they didn't pass it, usually they pass first time, and the ones that didn't usually pass second time.
Yeah.
And I'm struggling to think of anybody who had their own car who didn't pass the second time. There's only one person I can think of. That's another story altogether, but
Okay. I want to hear the story.
oh,
It must be disaster.
It was a long time ago. There was a guy called Steve, and Steve had he'd been riding a motorbike for, I think he said 18 years at the time. So he had a motorbike license, driving that, and he'd been driving a car over in Italy for I think it was about 8 or 9 years, and he was really good driver. I mean, he was pretty much like on par with me. He drove like a really experienced driver, which is what he was. But could he pass a driving test? Oh no. Every time he went to take a driving test, he'd do one thing. One thing would go wrong, just one thing. And you know, I don't know, he just made a bad choice here, there, or something just didn't work for him. And it was so unexpected. I remember at the time,
I don't know.
I can't remember the details,
But it was just all the time one mistake.
Yeah, then he went off to do it on his own at the end. I mean, the most anybody's ever taken in this driving school to pass is 7 attempts.
Wow.
7. So he passed on the 7th attempt, and that was a guy called Random Ray,
Oh god.
and he used to do random things. Bless him. But you know, even Random Ray passed on his 7th attempt.
There's a long 7.
Believe me, he was so happy when he passed. Oh,
Yeah.
That guy was happy.
I can imagine that.
I said to him, why did you stay with us, Ray? Because after about, you know, I think after he failed his 3rd attempt, I said to him, look, mate, I said, to be honest, mate, you know, have you considered going to another driving school? Maybe they can give you a different perspective on your driving than me. And he said, no. He says, I'll stick with you. I'm staying with you. And I said to him at the end, but why didn't you go with another driving school? You might have gotten past. He said, no. He said, do you know why? He says, because every time I failed, you never shouted at me. You never said to me, why are you failing? Why are you failing? You said, all right, so this is what you failed on. We'll work on that, correct that, you know, move on to the next thing. And he said, you're always patient with me.
Yeah.
He says,
you are
and
patient.
he said, that's why I stayed with you.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's a true story, that.
You are patient, really.
Like once Random Ray, I'd say to him, you know, we were coming up to a roundabout, and say, yeah, so turn right at the roundabout, and randomly he'd just go into the right hand side road to turn right. I was like, that's people coming off the roundabout. Who knows? And once it didn't stop for, you know, one of these big yellow Ocado trucks, the big square ones,
Yeah.
and they come in bright colours, yellow or green or purple or whatever. We got to the roundabout, and one's come round, and he just went straight onto the roundabout. I said, "Do control? Why didn't you see it?" And he said, "I don't know." I said, "The thing is, the point is," I worked it out for him, and I said, what it was is, I said, you're looking for cars, you're looking for motorbikes, you're looking for ambulances, fire engines, but you're not looking for a big yellow truck, are you? And he went, well, no. I said, and that's why you've not seen it. you'll believe, honestly,
It would be nice.
it beggars belief, but I've seen it so many times over the years. People don't see the most obvious things. I said, well, the best example, we're going to go straight on here,
Okay.
is when somebody doesn't see a speed bump. So it's straight on second exit. That's it. And then straight on. And I say to them, why didn't you see the speed bump? Oh, I just didn't see it. So I say to them, well, what if that was a pedestrian lying down in the road? Oh, no, I would have seen that. I said, well, surely that means that you're looking for pedestrians, but you're not looking for speed bumps. So maybe you should start to look for speed bumps as well. In fact, look for anything that is out of the ordinary. So straight on here, please, Christina.
Sometimes you can't really see the bumps. When they are really like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When they are really. Like,
yeah. Sometimes they're like really flattened out,
yes.
And the
didn't
white
know how to
triangles
say it.
are worn out.
Yeah. You can't really see them. It's like just a little bump. It's true, but usually you see them.
Yeah.
From the far.
But if it was a pedestrian line in the road, you would see that.
Yeah, of course.
Years ago, it was not very far from here actually, in Alveston over here, and we went round a bend and I saw two kids playing, and there was a boy and a girl, and I think the girl must have been about 6 or 7 and the boy was about 4 or 5. The game that they were playing is they was going into the road, they were lying down in the road, and then when the car came around the corner they jumped up and ran off the road. But they were lying down like that.
Oh God.
So of course I stopped the car and there's no way I'm letting that ride.
So they was just playing?
Well, what it was, I think it was one of these times when they were out on their own, but the teachers were on strike. Actually, it was a teacher's strike, as I recall. And I had to say to the little girl, I said, "Oh, come out." I said, "Are you in charge of it?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, look, you can't do stuff like that. If you're in charge of him, you've got to be in charge of him. You've got to look after him. But this is not a good game for you to be playing." And I said, "Where do you live?" And I said to Mo, but that's what they do, and that was their game. Of course, as 5-year-old or 7-year-old, they don't know.
Oh.
They don't know, do they?
I was thinking that it was older.
No. No, they're really young.
Sometimes the kids are hard, and just sometimes they're really, like I remember once we was parking on Normanton, and when we came from the bend, we was turning, and we came just from the bend, and the kids was just open the door from the house and straight to the street.
Yeah.
And my party was like a stop, the emergency stop. It was quite hard, quite sharp, and the kids was like nothing happened, And then the mom came and she was shouting at us.
Oh yeah.
And we was like in the shock,
Once, years ago, I was coming down Normanton Road, where it just starts to go down the hill, and there were these 3 kids, and I could see them angling to cross, and they didn't check, and of course they're not used to it. They were probably where they grew up was the other side of the road, and luckily my pupil was pretty good on it, and she did an emergency stop, and we stopped like from here. They were just there in front of us like this. I've got it on camera actually. I've got a video somewhere at home. I'll have to dig it up. And they went, oh, and once they realised that they'd been caught out, and when they get scared and they do that little sort of dance on the spot, like, and then they kind of went over, and there was this lad, and he was about 10 or 11, 12 something, and the others were younger, like that, and they looked at me, and he went, he flipped me the finger.
Oh God.
That's how I'm in winter dancing. You said you cheeky little so-and-so. I said, we just saved your life. And all that. I thought,
but
mate.
this case, boy, he was running, like in front of the car. He was like nothing happened, He was just running because he ran to the road and then back because we didn't do emergency, so you run back, and the mom was shouting at us. We was like, oh God, you know, you can look after the kids, you know, you couldn't lock the door. And she was shouting at us. And in my language, we was even more shocked.
She was Czech, eh?
I think so, it was Slovakian. I think, yeah, she was Slovakian.
So,
So we can understand each other, you know.
Yeah.
So we was like, oh God.
I was once coming down Normanton Road on a lesson, and somebody suddenly opened the car door, and we had to do an emergency stop. And the front of the car stopped about that far from his open door. We nearly took his door off. And this poor guy, he looks out and he was like, this horrified look on his face. He looked at me, and I thought, I hope he doesn't start gobbing off.
Because he wasn't looking.
Yeah, and he did say to me, he says, I just didn't check my mirror. He says, I'm sorry, I just didn't check my mirror. So I'm a window. And I said, yes. I said, but I bet you do next time, don't you, mate? He went, yeah. So we reversed out so he could close his door, and yeah, because that could have been really bad for him.
Yeah. And I would be in shock as well.
He didn't bother checking his mirror, you know. So straight on second exit. So up to the giveaway lines. Have a check. What do you think?
Yes. Stick to this line.
I mean, it's one of the reasons I started doing the YouTube channel, you know, it's because of the dangerous driving that started to develop last year. There was a particular, about this time last year actually, and it was like just crazy driving everywhere, people going mad. And so I didn't start with a YouTube channel, I actually started just recording it. And you know, on my camera, you know, on my phone camera, and then I thought, well, if I'm doing that, I might as well
straight,
yeah, make a video about it, and that's how the YouTube channel got started.
I think so. The people are still a bit
They're
crazy.
not as bad as they were this time last year. There was a lot of craziness going around doing driving, and as soon as I started sort of doing live streaming and whatnot, it seemed to calm down a bit. Not that anybody knew, of course, but yeah, it's interesting.
You know, it's a good, you know, that you do the YouTube channel. It's really helpful, you know, for the other people to look at it.
Yeah.
And they're learning from the mistake from the learners as well. You know, like if they do some mistakes, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not saying serious mistakes, but any mistakes, yeah? It was like, yeah, I shouldn't be done that, you know? So I was watching last time, you know, when you was doing it, and I think so.
Yeah, I remember you said so. You said hello, didn't you? Yeah.
And he was doing something. I didn't know what he was doing, and I was watching it. I was like, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I was doing the same. You know, I think so. He wasn't checking the mirrors enough or whatever. Oh no, about the shoulder.
Shoulder check, yeah.
Yeah, the shoulder check.
Got to be a proper shoulder check.
Yeah.
But it's good because if you are taking driving lessons and you log onto our channel and watch a driving lesson, you can certainly get a feel for it. And what you can do is you can kind of get a feel for how other instructors give instruction as well. So, because obviously it's not just my pupils watch this, you know, they come from all over the world really. So we're turning left, and yeah, you can't. A lot of people just watch it just to see the traffic and see how it is driving, because we're a bit strange here, you know, on the other side of the road. Are you clear to go?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, it's been quite good.
You know, it gives you the perspective more of driving, you know.
I had one lady, and she actually did a lot of her learning. In fact, all of her learning was on YouTube. You know, she learned to drive from YouTube.
Really?
And she ended up coming to me for lessons as well, just to get her to the test. So she did really well. So, yeah. So you can learn a lot from something like, you know, videos, but you cannot substitute the real thing. You have to get the wheels turning and actually get on the road, because it is different.
Yeah, it is different.
And theory is, even if you've seen a video, it's still theory until you're actually practically doing it.
Yeah. like I can say from my experience here, you know, when I was trying my theory test to pass, yeah, and I haven't done it because of the hazard. Because when you're watching the video for the hazards, yeah, you want to pass it, yeah, it's different. When you're driving and you know the hazards,
it's different, yeah.
and then you watch the videos, it's different.
Yeah, it is.
You know, but
Yes.
you can learn it as much as you want, but it's not the same like when you're driving, when you have the experience already, you know.
Yes.
The driving, you
Of
know
course,
what I mean?
Well, it's perspective, isn't it?
Yes.
You know, it's a perspective. And if you've already been driving and then you see the lights change, and then on the video they say, yes, so now you should slow down and stop if you've got time, or go through if you haven't. Now you've got something to organise it in your mind.
Yeah.
It's all good. As I said to Christina, everybody passes, question of when, isn't it?
That's what I said to my father, you know. I was calling to my father, like, oh
yeah.
I failed.
How is he?
Oh, he's doing well. He was just on the check.
So on the mend now, he's recovering.
Oh, yeah. I think so. I didn't told you that he got the pacemaker.
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 Peacemaker.
I'm all the time saying
A
peacemaker.
peacemaker. You know what a peacemaker is, don't you?
Yeah, I want to make
What is it?
You know, on the heart.
Yeah, no. A pacemaker is what you have in the heart.
Yes.
A peacemaker is what the sheriff, the old Western sheriff, used to call the gun. That used to be called the peacemaker.
Oh, so
That was its name, the peacemaker.
is it
Pace.
Pace.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the pace is the
Yes.
pace.
Alright, so he got the pacemaker. He was just on the check.
Ah,
So
So
the
he's
doctor
doing
said
that.
that he's doing well. He's not 100, but he's doing well.
that was good to hear.
Yeah. So I was so worried, you know.
Yeah, I know. You know, we go ahead and just put this on.
I was thinking that he will be filled even in the
No,
in the
no.
sleep.
Well, he said not. So just pull up and stop over there. I've got to get
Okay.
straight off because I've got to get to my next lesson. But
Okay.
now next week, can you just do slightly later, maybe 15 minutes later, 1:45?
Yeah. Yeah. Fine.
I'll change that person's putting in the morning, so I've got to squeeze everybody in.
Yeah, that's fine. Just let me know what time.
I will
On
do.
the Friday. Yeah.
Perfect. Good driving this day.
Thank you for your.
Bye.